structural functionalism? Give me an idea. Okay, let me put it this way. Okay, now this is our society. This is say our Bangalore. Okay, do we have transportation? Yes. Do we have roadways? Yeah. What else do we have in Bangalore? Do we have restaurants? Yes. Do we have hospitals? Do we have colleges? Yes. We have all of this. Yes. I am taking a hypothetical example of a city. We will connect it with sociology as well. Okay. This is a materialistic example that we have taken of Bangalore. What are all these things doing? Are they performing a function? Yes. So, whenever as a structural functionalist, if I look at society, I will look at something. Why? I will ask the first question will be, why is this thing existing? What function is this thing performing in the society? If it is performing, that is why it is existing. Okay. So, is hospital performing some function? Yes. Is colleges or universities performing certain functions? Yes. So, when all of them are performing certain functions, they will all parts. Okay. These are all parts. Are they all parts? Yeah. And can I say Bangalore is a whole? Yes. So, do all the parts lead to the whole performing some function? Yes. So, when all the parts or the structures are performing a function leading to a whole, that dimension of study, we will call it as structural functionalism. Okay. So, every structure in the society is performing a function. For example, instead of this concept, can we take a concept of an, say, we have India as a country, right? Yes. Sociologically, do we have families? Do they perform certain function? What are the functions of families? Initial caregiving. Are parents responsible for caregiving to children? Yes. What are the other functions? Do we have adult stabilization? When you reach adulthood, does family help the person stabilize according to the societal norms around? Yes. Do we also have the function of education? Yes. Which is now taken over by schools. But in the we have two types of society, right? According to this one, Emile Durkheim, one is primitive, one is modern society. Primitive or traditional society will have what? Mechanical solidarity, right? And modern society will have organic solidarity. In the primitive society, family performed the function of education. Yes. Family performed the function of cohesion. Yes. Social cohesion. Yeah. To build that cohesion, family was the primary factor. Does the family do all of this? Yes. Then, apart from that in India, what else do we have? Do we have religion? We are taking Indian society. Okay. How is religion holding the country together? Is religion, we say unity in diversity. Yes. So what is the religion doing? It's giving cohesion to certain segments. Do we agree? Does religion give us cohesion? In your normal lives, is religion uniting you, giving you strength to go on in life? Yes, move forward. Does religion give moral values to individuals? Are moral values important in societal development? Important? Is religion teaching us that speaking lies is wrong? Yes. So, is religion performing a function for the society? Yeah. Can we agree? Can we agree that politics, is it performing some function? What kind of function does politics perform? Does it give a goal to the country? Development? Yes. Does it, is it Modi ji coming and telling us Amrit Kal has begun? Yes. By this year we will become a developed country. Who's giving us those goals? Politics. is governance of the country. Without governance, without the right rules and regulations, can the Indian society function? No. So that's the idea. Politics is performing certain function. Can we agree that every structure is performing a function for the whole to function? Yes. So can we say when these parts perform well, the whole will perform well? Yes. That is structural functionalism for you. Understand why a part is existing in a society. Okay. When you look at a structure, a social structure, as a structural functionalist, you should ask, why is this existing? What function is this performing? Okay. Is this structure relevant? Can the society function without the structure? Okay. If it cannot, if it is relevant, if it is performing a function, then it becomes a part of the whole. Agreed? Yeah. So we'll move forward. Okay. Can somebody read this for me? Loud?
Structural functionalism is a sociological perspective that views society as a complex system composed of interconnected parts, each contributing to the overall stability and functioning of the whole.
Do we understand? Are all these parts interconnected? Is religion connected with family? Yes. Do we see religious gurus coming into politics as well? Yes. For example, the chief minister of UP. Do we see an interlinkage between religion and, say, politics? Yes. So all of this are governing factors for the stability of the functioning of the whole. Now, what is important here is, from the exam perspective, for you to remember is that whenever you're talking about structural functionalism, you're talking about parts and whole. Okay? Parts perform functions which lead to the stability of the whole. Okay? So here, interdependence of social institutions. We give importance to interdependence. We already spoke on this. And what will we do? We will be examining the functions, relationship of various components, and explore how they work together. Okay? So we will explore how this is helping something else to survive. Yeah? How does caste system help economic system? Tell me. Caste came for economics. Division of labor. Yes, very important sociological concept is of division of labor. Yes, division of labor. Now sociologists are talking about division of labor, that we should have divided, specialization of labor and all that. In Indian society, we had division of labor through caste system, and that helped economy function well. Yes, Shudras would do their work, Kshatriyas will do their work, Vaishyas will do the trading part, Kshatriyas saving part, and Brahmins will do the puja and the godly spiritual part for the society. So division of labor existed. This also helped the economy. How? Traders had the freedom to do what they wanted to do, and only they did it. There was no unnecessary competition. And they had enough number of manpower below them. How? Because Shudra became their manpower. There's also a concept called avarnas, right? People who are just outside the varna system. Varna system has 4 things, right? Do we know the varna system? What are the 4? On just below, the last sisters what? Shudras, okay? Then above them? Then Brahmins, okay? So that's how varna system itself divides, yes? So everything is interlinked, and that's how we are supposed to look at it. Do we understand? Okay? An important development in 1940s in understanding Indian society. Why? Because in 1940s, what was happening? We were nearing our independence. 1940s was the time when we were anticipating independence at any time. Independence of Indian country. Yeah. So that time what happened? People wanted India to be a planned economy. Have you heard of this word called planned economy? Yeah. Now we do not have, say, per se planning and all in our this. It's replaced by, say, Niti Aayog. Yes. But earlier planning was very important. What was the predecessor of Niti Aayog? Before Niti Aayog, what did we have? Yes. What would Planning Commission do? They'll give us 5-year plans, long-term plans. Yes. So these plans helped us move in a planned direction. So at the time of 1940s, when we were looking for planning to pathway, at that time it was important for us to understand what structure is doing what in the society. Only when we know that this structure is performing this function can we plan better. Yes, instead of removing the tribes completely and bringing them into the mainland, if we understand that the tribes perform certain functions and those functions were actually important for growth and development, will we help tribes also to support, to move forward? That's why we have specific segments in our constitution supporting tribes. Have you seen that? Yes, tribal areas are very, very well conserved in the constitution. Yes, why? Because we understand the structures and functions of the tribes. Okay, so in 1940s, structural functionalism became very, very important because each structure's function, we required the inputs for planning to take place. Okay, moving forward. Establishment of a welfare state. Welfare state means what? We are no longer, the state is not thinking about itself. It's a welfare state. It's thinking about the welfare of everybody. Okay. Such a welfare state will want to know how each one is performing so that it can give a better structure or planning further. Okay. So welfare state is coming into perspective and ordering and patterning of the social world is becoming important for us. The question what structural functionalism deals with is the order with social structure is how important, and the pattern, is the social structure present everywhere? If yes, then it is relevant to the society. Okay, so that ordering and patterning comes into place. Some quite popular thinkers, have we studied Parsons and Merton? Parsons is considered the founder of structural functionalism. Okay, so Parsons, Merton, and in Europe, these thinkers are currently not in your syllabus, but at a point of time, we had in-depth study about Radcliffe Brown. Malinowski's theory of needs. Did we study on that? Malinowski theory of needs. Have I discussed this? Yes. There's a need. Every society has certain needs. Okay. And every structure in the society is fulfilling those needs. That's why every structure is actually existing. Okay. Malinowski's theory of needs. Then later, now, structural functionalism in India per se, M.N. Srinivasan was not the first person who did it. Okay. First person to do, an Indian sociologist, M.N. Srinivasan. But apart from that, there was a person called W.H. Weiser. Okay. He came up with this Jajmani system. What is Jajmani system? Yes. Have you heard of Jajmans and Kamins? Yes. So basically, Jajmani system is something like Zamindari system. Okay, where Jajman is on top, Kamins are below him. Okay, Jajman takes care of the Kamins, and Kamins in turn provides service to the Jajmans. So is this providing a structural and is it functional? Yes. So he said that the Jajmani system is a perfect example for structural functionalism. Okay, but what happened is he studied only one part, that is the Jajmani system. Who comes and studies? W.H. Weiser. Now, what do we have? We have M.N. Srinivasan who tries to study the entire society. One society itself he picks and he tries to study that. And that is why M.N. Srinivasan is very, very important to us. Okay. Indian structural functionalism, when we talk about the father of Indian structural functionalism is M.N. Srinivasan. Okay. Understood?